Hello and welcome to the final round of Swiss here at the Seattle, Washington Regional Championship. My name is Kenny Wisdom. On the left of your screen we have James Franzen, and on the right we have Millie Ramirez. Both of these players are kind of unknowns. I actually know James because he, outside of Pokemon, he works with a friend of mine. Yeah, kind of an interesting tidbit. Millie I'm not too familiar with at all. Both these players are on the cusp. Whoever wins here should be good for top 8. I think all the X1s and 1s will make it in just fine. James with a win certainly at XO and 2 will be a definite lock. So it should be an interesting match. It's always good when we get, there's a lot of, especially in each area, there's different players who are, more known. In this area we have the James Good, Tyler Morris, Chase Maloney's, David Cohen's, all of them. But always interesting when you get unknown players. We've got a special guest, Chase Maloney, in the booth. So tell us about how your tournament's been going, Chase.
Oh, I've been running very hot.
Yeah? Are you 701?
I'm 701, yeah. I just drew with Mia Violet. Or
Nice.
Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I should really know.
No worries. So you're going to make your, is this your 4th top 8 of the season, regional states?
It's 5th for states and regionals,
5th, wow.
if you count both. Yeah.
And you've gone to 6?
I've gone to 5.
Oh. Insane.
Yeah.
5 for 5, and here we're watching, unfortunately, a Toad Mirror, not the most interesting of matches. I can't really tell which variant either player is on yet. It looks like the Millie might be on just like the quad Toad.
Oh, yeah, Millie has like a bunch of the items, are just like the flip.
Yeah. The all-in Toad. Super aggressive, and I didn't happen to see what James discarded or anything, so I'm not sure which one he's playing. Although I know he has favored Slurpuff in the past.
What, is that the first turn of the game with Millie, or? Oh, no, because he's got, is that a muscle band on?
Yeah, it looks like a muscle
James,
band on the Seismitoad.
He'll have no way to move that Jirachi, so I feel like Millie's just got the advantage. But if he has enough, it'll come down to like Mirror Tech cards, right? Because like if he's got like Grunts and Xerosics, and Millie might only play like 4 Juniper for like supporter draw, and if that happens, James could come back in the late game if like Millie whiffs, and then he can just like laser and keep the lockup.
Right. Which assuming that, okay, so it looks like he's playing Bats. So which variant do you think is actually best? Or against, I guess, in this matchup, which one do you think is favored?
Like I'm not. I've played Bats before, and I played against like a similar thing that plays a bunch of items, but that played Garbodor, and that was I found that close to even, but I slightly preferred to be Bats.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends. Like with this start, like the Jirachi start, and then not moving it that's not what you want to do.
Oh yeah, Millie's so far ahead here. I mean, just being able to get this knockout, she's had 2 turns of being able to play items, just so much more than you can ask for in the Toad Mirror.
Like it's only cards like Xerosic or Team Flare Grunt that I think let James back in. Like if Millie can continue to Quaking Punch for the game, it's almost over from here.
Yeah, and here's an N, which will help, but
that could matter depending, like if it is just the Junipers for draw in her deck, like that could, she could end up with this like unplayable hand full of like all the many item cards, and then if he could do that, and then the next turn like he could Xerosic or something and Quaking Punch, if he gets all that, that's where the game would switch into his favor.
Definitely. And so 6 new cards for James. Gets another Zubat. Really gonna need a double colorless energy here.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh,
does he not?
Doesn't look like it.
If he doesn't have it, that 4 cards is usually more than enough if they can play those items.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands right here, Millie's gonna go ahead and well, she was going to take the knockout, but he's going to retreat into the Seismitoad past the turn. And DCE off the top will help her get another Seismitoad going.
But yeah, that second double colorless. You know,
Laser heads.
I'm not sure I would attach that though. It's interesting, but like, cause it's
just for fear of Xerosic. Or?
Yeah, it's like, do you worry? It's situational, but it's like, do you concern yourself with like making sure you have one toad going, or is it like you worry about the other one being knocked out? You know?
Yeah, definitely. I think you probably. I don't know. I like attaching it just because I like having the control over the game. Like you're so far ahead, so you're just kind of like preparing for the worst.
She could just have like, if she had like another one in hand, that's I think it's definitely the like
would be insane.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It'd be fine to drop that there.
And there's the Sycamore, Millie with one card in hand.
Like, I feel like some people think bats do a decent amount in the Toad Mirror, but they really don't. They can be cool. They can like save you a turn of Quaking Punch, but other than that, they actually don't. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Only a water. Okay, yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, this game is not going in.
I mean,
James's
got the gold bats, but
he's not gonna. He's item locked, so he can't switch or anything like that, even if he wanted to.
The added damage of bats is another reason why putting that DCU on the benched Toad is actually solid. Because if he can do like, no, that wouldn't even like he still needs 2 Quaking Punches no matter what from James to knock out that first Toad, and then
yeah, and it's so hard. And there's the bicycle thing.
Okay, yeah.
Refill our hand. And it's so hard from here because now
I feel like it's like this one's almost tipped. Its Toad Mirror is really fickle and decided early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Town map for that DCE is going to be super crucial.
What do you take there? You just take DCE Toad, assuming that he's going to get the lock, so you can't play other cards anyways, or
like it depends on your hand. Like if in your hand, you end up with like another DCE.
How big would the Crushing Hammer be here?
Oh yeah, that just like, it almost doesn't matter, but that would be even worse.
I mean, like hopefully James would be able to draw a DC to just kind of stay in this game.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna always fire off the.
I wonder if he's got some prize, like he still hasn't found them, and he has been playing supporters.
And then there's the. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Promote the goal bat. Draw for turn. And I think in N here, so if he gets N, DCE, he can put the Toad to 90.
He's got a I don't know if he doesn't have a DCE with that Lysander. It's.
Oh man, yeah, he would have to top deck the DCE there.
That's
promoting the Mewtwo just to buy some time and passing the turn.
She's gonna have an out for that, definitely.
Well, she has a DCE in her hand.
Yeah, she might just scoop it up as well.
Tails on the roller skates. And interesting, it always is. It's hard to watch these type of games where, you know, Millie is probably 90% to win at this point, but the game's going to go on a few more turns.
Yeah, like it's not
excruciating.
It's not like it's coming down to this close thing. It's like she pretty much has this, but they not to the point where you scoop, especially since it's 60 minutes and not that much time has gone by in this game. Okay, so she is attaching to the Mewtwo. So that's gonna, like, that actually helps him a fair bit. If it's gonna come down to he needs like DCE Xerosic, but he doesn't. Ooh,
Pokemon catcher for the other.
Okay, that's
Seismitoad
and a laser. I'm gonna say that's it. Like there, he's locked. He doesn't like he can top an AZ and like he can buy a turn, but that turn doesn't do anything.
Yeah, this draw step has to be it. I think it was an item card. No, it was a Zubat. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and that's pass the turn. And go up to 110.
This game's over.
Yeah.
She's just quaking. Yeah, she's just quaking punches. Eventually.
Quaking punch, and that's the
game.
There we
are.
So
that's game.
Millie Ramirez taking game 1. hopefully we can see a little
Now-
more interesting of a game.
An interesting thing here is, do you want to go first or second if you're either of these players? Like,
I'm always of the mind that going first is better, but Toad Mirror is the one matchup where it's actually a decision.
Here's what I mean. Like, I think if you're playing sort of like the slower, actually setting something up Toad decks, like Toad Crobat Mirror, for example, I definitely go first in that matchup.
Right.
Because there's setup, you have less draw, like you're not at all guaranteed to have that DC turn 1. But when you add something like a Speed Toad, like that's playing all those items into the mix that can also laser you, I feel like neither option is preferable. One is better, but it comes down to I'm undecided. I think I would go first. No, her deck I might actually go second. I think it has enough to the point where but then there's Headringer. If she plays that,
Headringer is a huge consideration.
No, I believe I would go first in that situation. Like it still gives you that extra turn to go for something. Or an extra. No, yeah. Here's why you go first. I remembered. It's been I haven't played Toad since week 1, but you want the Zubat active turn 1, and with and if you can get that, like you can scoop up a Toad, put that there. She only kills that, so she's not lasering your like a Seismitoad with a Verbank going. And then that way, and then you try to stabilize from there. Hopefully, have a band down, and you start quaking, punching back. So I believe first is best.
Definitely. And it looks like James is going to start with 3 basics. So I'm guessing Seismitoad, 2 Zubats. Millie's going to take a mulligan here. So we've got you're locked for top 8. Mia's locked for top 8.
Got Kian Amani and Oscar Morales as well. They're both in at X11, I believe. So
a few others.
Yeah, Cali made its way in.
For sure. Israel Sosa's not doing so hot, huh?
No, he left Evil till he played eggs. It's not. I mean, if he'd made it, he would have been a bit of a scary force in Expanded with Patches back, but.
You have any idea what you're gonna play for Expanded?
I really don't know. I gotta think on it. Talk with some people. See what they think. And, like, get some input on this. Ooh, okay. We got
a triple Toad start for James.
Triple Toad. That's interesting. What's his hand like? Okay, so he's attaching the water, which is oh, he's got the Headringer.
There's the Headringer we were talking about.
Okay, that's if she can't scoop that up, that's huge.
Yeah, so that's gonna swing things in James's favor pretty severely.
Okay, so he has to Ultra Ball 2 Super Scoop Ups, which it won't matter. Assuming she can Quaking Punch, that doesn't. Though it's not an assumption at this point. There is a Headringer on that Toad.
Yeah, and she doesn't. I didn't see the DC.
Okay, and
at this point.
He's going for that Jirachi. So I don't know what's in his hand. I guess it's. I mean, he's got to go for N or Sycamore here, but okay. I think he grabbed the N.
Okay,
and then he's just playing it.
That could have been a scary situation.
I think I saw a Zerosic in his hand. That's
gonna be good.
Probably why. Yeah, that's probably why he went for the end, because you want to keep that around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think if he was able to redraw the Zerosic and play it next turn, if he played the DC, it would just be back-breaking.
Right here, the most important card to draw, besides like energy for next turn, is like this turn is like Muscle Band, so she can't ring her and he does more, and like Laser and Zubats could be good. And there's one Zubat as I speak of it. Oh, and the second one. Nice. Okay, so he whiffed the band, but he's assuming he has like draw energy. He's in a good spot. Oh, okay, so never mind thinking we thought this was just like Toad without Garbodor, but no, I see Trubbish. So
oh wow, yeah, the Trubbish.
She's got, I'm gonna assume that's a like at least a 1-1 and probably like a 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's probably closer to a 2-2. But I don't. That actually matters with the Zubat.
Like, yeah, it matters a bit. It's not the biggest thing, but it can. It sort of depends like how he draws. The bats can be a decent force, or if you just draw them in the wrong like order, they can just end up Junipered. Okay, so he got his Jirachi pulled up. That could be big.
Here's the super scoop up.
Okay,
Oof.
and heads.
Has she played a supporter since he dropped the trub?
Oh, I don't believe so, no. I think she just acrobiked so far. Okay, she's got the DCE, and there's a Juniper.
Alright, so we're digging for a floatstone here, folks.
That's the consistency of the like all-in item Toad.
She drew a super scoop up.
Oh, got this is so flippy.
Yeah, it is. We saw Mia play a similar version without Garbodor.
She played Dusknoir and Jinx, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she
a
was
double flip. Oh,
that's insane. This is
James is really getting cheesed out here. Like,
yeah, this is not.
If that laser,
wow, and
laser heads. Okay, I mean, not that one wasn't as huge in that what's he gonna do? Like, retreat? Like, no, I guess like retreating to a bat would be fine, but he as soon as that Jirachi came up and she had the Quaking Punch, she's not
No, this is today.
Are you guys judging this? Those are just BTS sets?
Okay, so he's got 20 damage, but that doesn't matter yet. And
yeah, I think this just we're seeing this game play out similarly to the last game. James actually has some.
AZ.
Oh, nice AZ.
That's a card you really want. If he has an energy, does he? He can retreat with the Zubat. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a.
Oh man, I wish I could see his hand. I feel like he doesn't. I
wish I could see the deck list and see just if he's getting extremely unlucky or if he's just not running the proper.
Oh, and he's replaying the Jirachi so to get something for net. Oh, okay, and he's playing that this turn so that he doesn't get guard blocked.
Yeah. Just sort of has to.
Interesting, grabbing the zero. Okay, that tells me he almost certainly has an energy.
Yeah, he would definitely just take a drop supporter.
Yeah,
if he was missing anything.
And there's no reason to grab it if you're gonna like Juniper or something. And there's no reason to grab it if you're gonna end. So, no, he's okay. He might be in this then.
Oh man, his body language is telling me he's not. Okay, we're going for it.
Nah, he just.
Oh.
What? Why did he grab the zero stick then? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, unless.
No, that's.
He's just hoping to top deck the energy.
Then why would he bring the Toad up? Oh, but she has not. Wait. But she has nothing. She has absolutely nothing. She just hit for 30.
He didn't.
And then he has absolutely
crushing hammer. Oh
what?
Man.
If he'd gotten the Juniper, he could have totally beaten her right there. Like just with and now she's got the DCE. What? I'm so confused by that. It might just be a nerves. Nerves might just be getting to him or something. Like it's
Yeah.
I mean it's high pressure. It's winning in.
For sure.
But like I certainly haven't played perfect all day. I've had a few points where I missed something. Yeah.
Under the camera as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that was. If you don't have the ability to go off on that turn, you need to just take a draw support and hopefully do it the next turn.
Yeah,
couldn't afford.
For sure. But he's not lasered, so this is going to be a game.
Yeah, I mean the fact that she had absolutely nothing in response really helped.
I feel like some people who just sort of spectate more aren't aware of like the pressure that can be there for streaming. Like if you've been streamed a bunch.
She can't.
She can't play. Okay, I got that.
She's just so used to not being item locked versus this Toad deck.
Oh yeah. Like if you haven't been streamed a bunch, it can definitely be nerve wracking when you're just like in the back of your mind there's that presence of viewers. But I found that after like being streamed a bunch, it doesn't affect me so much.
Yeah, there's definitely people who, it's funny because there's people on both sides of the spectrum. Some people are super nervous, don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then some people like it. You have some people like the pressure and the tension and just kind of goes back and forth.
I'm very neutral to it at this point. Like I don't even notice the cameras there. It's weird.
Yeah, and well, I think with Pokemon having not been streamed for that long, it's still new to some people. But
Yeah.
I think over the next few years, people will just kind of get used to it. It'll just be a part
Yeah,
of the tournament experience.
This isn't so nerve-wracking. Things like Worlds and national streaming, that's a whole different thing because there's more to it. And they have the weird noise-canceling headphones, which I don't think people realize are actually super distracting.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine that would be really hard to focus because you can only hear the judges and your opponent, right?
No, you hear this weird staticky thing that like sounds. It's like this loop of people talking but quietly. So it's like like a little part of me is always trying to hear what they were saying, and then I go, no, I need to focus on this game. But it's the most distracting thing in the world.
That's strange.
It was. I hated it so much. Okay, so who? I feel like James has edge at this point. She okay, and she's playing a trump card, which so that will get her DCE back, but she doesn't have that much draw. So, and the thing is, like James definitely runs more like straight draw supporters, and
Yeah.
I feel like it gives him an edge because if he can like Sycamore, go for like get like another double colorless going, and then like get a Xerosic, and then she could miss. Like I feel like I definitely prefer to be James in this situation.
Yeah, I mean he's just ahead now. The few turns of her having absolutely nothing.
With the very item heavy Toad decks, they need to get not just in the game early, they need to be ahead in the game early in the mirror match.
Right. And he can get the knockout here if he has a Crobat, which he does.
Oh.
Choosing to put it on the bench. Toad.
And there's some. There. Okay.
Okay,
No, he's choosing to put it on the active.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's smart. Like, I think
yeah,
you might
that's
as well
the.
just-
Yeah, no, you want to knock that thing out, force her to have.
Oh, what?
Okay. Well.
Going. Okay, so.
Well, there is. No, never mind. If he had a bench space, he could do a really cool thing. If he had it where he went Zubat and then Golbat killed her like on his turn, but that's not happening.
Yeah, I think if you're James there, you wanted to take the knockout here.
You do, yeah.
You know,
She's not going to end. She doesn't. I'm fairly sure she doesn't run in.
Yeah.
When you play random receiver, almost implies like a four Juniper, one Trump like supporter line.
And for this turn, for instance, he would not been trainer locked. She has nothing, and now it's going to happen so that if she draws a DCE next turn, she's going to knock him out.
I don't.
Like he would have just been so far ahead.
I don't. Yeah, I don't understand. It's like we say. It's hard to it's a lot easier to judge here when there's nothing on the line for us. But
Yeah.
I know I'm very exhausted. I'm sure they're exhausted, and like.
Well, and it's not like it's an insane decision. Like
no,
it's not what I would have made. It's not what I think is the correct play.
Yeah,
but
it's not like
totally.
It's not like a
bad.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh, that lost.
Looks like Jacob Van Wagner's punched his ticket to Worlds.
Very likely.
With a
Should be in
draw
that
in the last
at least
round.
top 32.
Has to hope for a top 32 slot. Well, there's a head ringer. So James is in it.
Jacob Van Wagner, our Oregon regional champion.
2-time. Oh, and the super scoop up. Wow. So this is just James' game at this point.
James has this one.
Yeah, I don't think that. The Toad mirrors are pretty boring. I don't think that Millie can recover here.
Oh, he's got the laser. Yeah, that's it. She's done. I think. Yeah. There's not real ways to recover for her deck. You just sort of have a lead and hold the lead.
Well, especially with the head ringer there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see. Yeah. Okay. I don't even think it's possible. Like I hate calling that because like 1 in every like 1,000 games that won't happen. But I'd say here is a very safe call.
I mean, it's also just Toad mirrors are easier to call, I think, because they're both trying to do the same thing.
There's not nearly as much happening, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like in other mirrors, you can top deck an acrobike into cards, and you know what I mean. You can
there's definitely weird ways to win games, though. There's not too many weird ways to win Toad games, though.
For sure.
I have heard of some.
And he'll get the knockout with the boom, Stacey. He'll do the knockout with the quaking punch here. Saving that bench spot for another Zubat.
It's interesting. I might have picked up the Crobat line, like, in that you get it back, but I guess... Cause
Yeah, if you're not going to play the Jirachi back then anyways, like if you're filling your bench.
Yeah, like you get the Crobat line to keep using. I think I would have done that, but like it doesn't matter at this point.
Alright, now let's see what... Millie has one draw step, hasn't drawn
I think
these past few turns.
I think James just wins next turn.
The
Or maybe
draw.
one more.
And that's the game, so
We move on
tie
to
things up 1-1.
game 3.
Both of these players are relative unknowns, and now one of them is for sure going to make the top 8, so pretty interesting. So who do you favor in this match with Millie having the choice to go first or second?
Well, the thing is, first or second, it depends on the starts, but both are good for different reasons in this match. Like, I don't feel like that's huge. I feel like it's in her starts are quite consistent due to the way the deck's built. I feel like this game is going to come down to how James starts, mostly. Also, he definitely wants to start Zubat, so he can't be head ringered or have a Toad lasered.
Absolutely. Have we seen head ringers from Millie's side?
We may not have. I
honestly can't remember.
You know, I might have been assuming it just in that I've seen very similar builds play it, but she could totally not run that. She did fit a lot of stuff, like she has the scoop ups as well as the crushing hammers.
Do all of the all-in Toads play catchers too?
Often, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you're playing random receiver, you generally will play some Pokemon catchers.
Alright, moving on to game 3. Let's see who's going to join yourself and Mia Violet in the top 8. And I think like both these past 2 games, it's going to depend a lot on opening hands. The first, 2 turns really dictate how the rest of the match is going to go.
Do you know what the cutoff is supposed to be? Like, are any X2s cutting today?
I think that an X2, like some amount of X2s will make it in. I'm not sure though.
But like not a majority, but like there will be
like
the highest resistance
I
ones.
believe so.
Like
all the
couple,
X1 and 1s are for sure in, and then I think there'll be 1, maybe 2 X2s.
Okay. I don't know who's in that field. That'll be interesting because I'll be facing one of them.
And these players could have taken a drop here.
James plays Mewtwo.
Wow.
I didn't know that, and he's got a Xerosic on a bit. Oh, she didn't have a. Okay. Oh, okay, he's a bit dead, but he does have the Xerosic.
Well, she didn't have anything, and he brought back the Xerosic. So
she had absolutely nothing, and he's being. This could be one of the weirdest wins you ever see. I don't understand that play.
It's possible that she has DCE Muscle Band, and she's just going for the knockout to take a prize.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
If she doesn't, though, it's gonna be rough.
She's got the.
She can't Crushing Hammer. Okay,
I probably would have played that Crushing Hammer first. Not that it's a huge thing, but she's got the random.
Okay, so she must have drawn the random receiver this turn. Immediately reveals Juniper.
I'm curious as to I wouldn't have. Why did she Lysander though? If she had. And they may be wondering if you.
She still has to shuffle.
Yeah, it's I believe.
Yeah, that's
what I was thinking.
Really matter, but yeah. So if she doesn't have the muscle band here, that was just a giant waste of a Lysander.
Not only a Lysander. The more important thing is it's a waste of that Juniper. She could have gotten something like she could have just lasered the Mewtwo. And
also, if she has nothing, James just needs an energy to win, right?
Yeah, if he has an,
But she can't play the Juniper.
No, wait. Okay.
Did she play the Lysander?
She did play the Lysander. Okay. That's gonna be a game state problem. Yeah, she definitely played that Lysander and Juniper on the same turn. Okay, so I think Kenny made them aware, and then we've got Judge coming over as I speak. So I'm not. It may be. I'm not sure how this is ruled. It's possible that it's reversible in that we know the cards in the discard. It wasn't like a shuffle in like an N would be. So it might be that she gets a warning. If this is like her first infraction in the tournament, and then she just puts those 7 cards back. I believe just puts them back and shuffles, and then like she Lysandered and then can't do anything. That's probably the way this will be ruled, but we'll have to wait and see. And if something like this happened prior, it could be escalated to something like a prize penalty, but I don't think that's going to be the case here.
So I'm joining. My name is Alan, and what the ruling will probably be is that she'll return all those cards back to her hand, and we don't know if I didn't really see if she shuffled those cards that she drew from the juniper. So what will probably happen, since she saw them, what cases it will be like, when you flip over a card, both players will see. So what might happen is that the player James might be able to see
James might see her whole hand,
the whole 7 cards.
That's interesting, yeah.
And then they'll just place it back because it depends if they shuffle or not.
Yeah.
But since it's a drastic number, as in the 7 of the juniper, and it's also 2 supporters,
I could see it just being a shuffle. But do you think it could be escalated to something like a prize penalty?
Yeah. So what could happen, since it's the tier of the tournament, it will be a warning off of James for not catching it, and a prize penalty of a Millie.
Yeah.
So that's what could happen.
This is cutting into time as well, which though I don't think they've used too much. I think because with the 60, it's a fair bit safer. Oh man, we saw that coming, but we didn't see that. We weren't able to stop them in time. So we're just waiting now. I think people are playing for the other spots, and there's 4 people, including myself, that I know of that are for sure in top 8 today, and we go on to play Expanded tomorrow, where we can change our decks and incorporate any cards from Black and White on. So looking forward to that. It's there hasn't been any Expanded since the last regional, since all the way back in Florida at the end of February. I believe
even with the time coming up, I believe that with the ruling, what they'll do is they'll do all the rulings and stuff, and they'll either add a 2-minute or 5-minute time extension. Based on how long it takes for this. But by the looks of it, I think it'll be like a 5-minute time extension.
Yeah, I could see that. It's been a decent amount of time here. It's pretty late here. It's 9 now. Everyone here has been here all like over 12 hours. It's unfortunate something like this happens. I think almost everyone kind of wants to go, maybe grab some food or just head to bed, but
well, somebody over here just pulled out a Subway sandwich in front of us. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Jacob Van Wagner, the worst. What's he? Is that a snack? Is that some sort of?
I think there was like a Caterpie on there or something.
It might have been. For some reason. Oh, okay. To me, it looked like a bag that included. No, that might be a bag full of a lot of balloons. Like a lot of mini balloons?
I think it's like a bag of like Caterpie things.
Maybe.
It looks like a little cartoon Caterpie.
Yeah. I kind of hope a water balloon fight could be cool if it wasn't cold.
Just in the middle of a tournament, set the cards over the table.
We go outside. Like we're not that uncivilized.
No, just gotta have it in the middle of the tournament, man. Just while everyone's playing, like instead of table flipping, you throw your water balloons at each other.
Oh yeah.
And just screw everyone's cards.
Yeah,
definitely.
Guy with max rarity, he's done.
We stream events and stuff. stream or record. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Judge discussing it with them now. Sort of explaining the situation to the players, but I can't overhear what they're saying. So we'll just wait and see. I guess based on the board state, what happens, figure it out.
Okay, so they're mixing up the 7 cards, and I believe they just might mix it up and put it back on the top.
Oh yeah, because I mean we were under the assumption that next turn she plays the Juniper, but the game state doesn't assume that, and that could definitely not happen as well, right?
Yeah. So he's going to take a prize because it's also altercation to the deck.
Yeah, that's a significant change to.
Yeah. So I understand why they'll give it.
Yeah,
a prize,
that makes plenty of sense. It's unfortunate.
And she's just going to Quaking for 30.
I don't think he's drawn a prize though.
No, he drawn the prize. I watched it.
Oh, never mind. Yes, he has drawn a prize card. Okay, so what is it? He has an N. That's interesting. Does he?
I don't think you want to end this.
Oh,
when
wait.
you know she's going to burn into Juniper.
No, but if he.
So
if
yeah.
The only thing is if he'd gotten an energy off it, he win. Like he wins the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Like he could have. There is a risk, right? But I mean that if he had played the N and just hit a water or double colorless or a laser, he would have just won.
Or Crobat.
Or yeah, Golbat. Yeah, because it's just a Zubat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
He has a Crobat in hand.
he has a Crobat, but no Golbat between, right?
Yeah.
So we couldn't have won that turn. But no, I think he should have ended there because he just she'd get a new hand, but that's like if you also could you get 5 cards and there's a bunch of things you can draw where you just like win.
Yeah.
But okay,
I think
so
his reasoning behind that is he's afraid that
he doesn't want to risk it and give her a setup to just roll, right? But
yeah, because he already knows that she's gonna have to burn the Juniper to use it.
Yeah.
So it's giving her the free prize to refresh.
Oh, he
her
does
hand.
kind of. Did he get to see her hand?
No, he didn't get to see the hand.
Okay, he didn't get to see this one, but
technically he already knows what was in the hand before, so he knows he was going Juniper.
Yeah.
Because she Junipered from that rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately she can't scoop up that active Toad. In that she's got the enhanced though. That could definitely matter. He does not have the energy.
So that makes me wonder. I wonder why she didn't, because she roller skates before she played or after she played the crushing hammer. I don't know why she just didn't play roller skates first and see if she could pull it in her hand. If she,
I don't understand that either.
So it looks like she's gonna get a.
I think if she gets a hypnotoxic laser, this game definitely swings into her favor.
Yeah.
Without it, you are a little bit low on damage, but I mean if he can easily miss. Like he has an N for 5.
Yeah.
I think, and nothing else.
And looks like she just burned her whole hand. Is she going for a Jirachi? But she already played supporter.
She might be. Yeah.
Does Jirachi get a hand?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what she's getting here. It was an Ultra Ball, not a computer search, right?
No, that's a computer search.
It was a computer search. Okay, yeah. No, I don't know what she's getting. I mean, it can be anything.
James, I believe James' only supporter in his hand is the N. So.
Yeah, it is, but she doesn't necessarily know that. We just happen to glance and see it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really bad for James because he's refreshing her whole hand for 6. Yeah. Oh, she went for a catcher. Interesting. She's killing the bat.
What? Why? I mean, if she doesn't have a laser, I can kind of see it. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
neither is super useful. Okay, so he topped.
Yeah.
Sycamore. That's a bit better for him.
I think he just doesn't want that 3 damage on the Seismitoad.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so he does get the double colorless. That's pretty big. And he's got a bat. It's weird. It's Toad bats, but it's playing kind of like Mewtwo bats.
Yeah. If she just hit with the Seismitoad on the Mewtwo,
Yeah.
she wouldn't put it on auto prize, and she will actually have the damage on the Mewtwo, which
Yeah.
makes it easier for her. But she decided to put herself on auto prizes. I mean, now they're both on auto prizes due to James picking that prize penalty up.
Yeah.
So. So Arco Bite being played, discarding a bite.
She's gonna want to remove that DCE. That's crucial.
Yeah.
Because if James can be like Quaking Punch and then he can sort of stabilize a little bit better than she can, that would be huge. Okay, so she's got the laser. If that's a Tails, okay, that's. I mean that's which she wanted that, but
yeah,
like
it's
a
like
laser.
60. Yeah. On top of that, it pressures the Mewtwo because it now noticed James that he can't leave that Mewtwo up anymore
No,
and do
he
60 because of that second Mewtwo, or that Mewtwo on the bench for Millie.
To a degree, he could be okay with that. It's more of like, I feel like the game will come down more to Toad. Like if.
I mean, this could be like, black and white, or no.
Oh yeah, I mean we could see a Mewtwo for Mewtwo in the game.
Mewtwo Wars, black and white, rollback to 2012, right? Yeah, 2012.
I wonder if they can maybe hear us over here. Maybe we should.
Oh yeah.
We should quiet down a little bit. They just seem like they could sort of hear us or something.
Are they calling a judge for her?
Oh, maybe something happened, or I don't know. Oh, did he? I'm confused.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay, so got a judge coming over that they called for something,
now?
but I didn't see anything illegal, but
he picked up the chorus. So
he junipered and then he played, but he did he shuffle in or no? If he shuffled in, that's
no, his hand's right there.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, there is a stack of cards outside of our view that she drew at one point and set aside, and then forgot to put back into her deck.
Oh.
I haven't been watching the game, so I don't know what's been going on, but they just discovered this pile of like 5 to 7 cards off to the side, so
that could be
I'm
problematic.
not sure what's going to happen, but I'll keep you guys updated.
Especially after the other, that we could see a rather, I mean, a not so interesting matchup with a kind of interesting game 3 and in a rather uninteresting game loss.
Yeah, this is really weird. It's essentially a whole deck modification because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know when that left or that's.
Yeah, on top of that, she has that one infraction due to the double support.
Yeah, I think if we're understanding it properly, it could very well be justified in a game loss, which would be a match loss and send James to 602. Actually, that would make him
first seed.
That'd make him second seed. I'm 701, so. But that would send him up to second seed, yeah.
Yes, that'll be interesting. Bring him up to second seed, and actually, I believe Millie would actually lose bubble cut then, right?
Yeah,
she had that one tie.
If she had, she wouldn't make it. She needs the win here. James with a tie would be in contention, but Millie needed the win.
Yeah. Kind of sad though, because Millie started to have the game, like the board state actually. She started the Quaking. She has a Mewtwo out for revenge.
I think it was actually going to be a decent game. Like it wasn't anyone's game at this point.
Yeah.
It was more. I don't know if you caught the last 2, but it was definitely more interesting than either of those.
Like Millie, I don't know what was in Millie's hand, but she has a Trubbish down. Oh wait, I don't think she has any cards because she completed search for it.
Yeah, and okay, the judge is looking through her deck right now, so apparently something isn't fully. He's trying. I'm not sure what he's trying to ascertain from this, but there's definitely it's something going on.
Yeah, so I think the judge is looking for a certain card and asking James if she played it or not.
Oh yeah. think he's doing his best to resolve this in a way that isn't just a game loss, but
Yeah, I mean, might be just be a
Yeah.
double infraction towards Millie. If James has another double Carlos and a Lysander, he could actually kill that Mewtwo. And
oh, yeah, he could. I don't know if I would. I don't think I would do that. I think you lose to Toad in the long game if you do that. But
well, you do lose your Mewtwo, and it'll set Millie at 3 prizes, and it sets you at 1.
yeah.
Unless she ends, you have your double Zubats down, so you could snipe out that Tropius that could be into.
Yeah, if she doesn't get the tool garb, you can just snipe that guy out.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Something I tend to forget is she can't end you. So like, if you just get a couple Sycamores in a row, you get whatever you have off that, and then you get it for the next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, no, I thought the judges left, but no judges. Judges are talking with each other about this one and seeing, I guess, how and if it can be resolved in a way that works out for the game to continue.
Yeah. I actually want to watch this game happen. I hope it doesn't get game loss. Because the board say, by the looks of it, it's going to be actually a really good game to be watching.
Yeah, definitely. It's not bad, but it may not happen. We'll see. Let's see. We've just got the pairings right now. We're looking at the 502. Do you know if Israel Sosa won his game?
No.
Israel Sosa versus you don't know, or he lost?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He was just here. He's gone now. That's an interesting. Oh, Jacob Van Wagner played Kabir Vergi. It's last round. I wonder who won that.
I wonder who won between Tristan. I think they just ID'd, right?
Tristan?
Tristan and Andrew. Tristan's 501 and Andrew's 511. So I think they just could have just ID'd there.
Oh, no, this is an older round.
Oh,
this is because that was the round before. Because that was just 6. Here's round 7, and I got the other page from it. And we've also got, these are people that were X2 entering the round, so could bubble. And we've got David Cohen, the 2011 Masters World Champion, as well as 2009 Seniors finalist. And we had Israel Sosa versus Tony Paul. Tony Paul is player I know. He's from the Vancouver area, and he actually came second at the Washington State the Oregon State Championships a few weeks ago.
So the people who could be in Top Cut is the winner of this match here that's being currently streamed. There's you.
Yes.
There's also the match between Zane Nelson and Elijah.
I believe Zane lost that one.
Zane lost that one.
So
Elijah will be moving on.
Elijah Kovitz. I don't know. I've never heard the name before.
Yeah, and then there's also Tristan Cox and Noah Hall. I mean, I believe they just might have ID'd.
Where were they at?
They're both 511.
Okay, yeah,
they could have ID'd.
No, ID wouldn't cut. It'd be a guaranteed top 16, I think, but you don't cut.
Yeah, so
at 512.
It's one of those winners.
Okay, so that means there's if those games played out, and if this one happens, that's 7 people that are X11 or better. So
yeah, and then there's also Andrew Jackson plus Jake, who they're both 601.
So these X2s,
611.
these X2s we've been
610.
Yeah.
So they would have just tied out.
These X2s we've mentioned may not even come up, or at most I think one X2 will make it, provided those matches that had to play it out didn't tie with it. They really shouldn't in 60 minutes when they know it's winning in.
Yeah, on top of that, we have like what 170 players around there. So
Yeah, it was exactly 170, I believe, when the day started.
yeah,
Of course, the numbers have dwindled quite a bit by round 8. It's been over 12 hours of awesome Pokemon, which I both love and kind of hate. Like I love it until my body's like, why are you doing this to me? Let me sleep and feel comfort. I just kind of shush it and go, no, I need more CP.
yeah.
So okay, they're still discussing this. I don't think they can give a time extension to this, to whatever degree this would require.
Yeah, I mean, they already probably have another 5 or like around 2 to 5 minutes time extension due to the first faction.
Yeah, I don't know that they can add more than that though, or that they will, because like, I mean, we are trying to like finish this up as quickly as possible, right?
Yeah.
Like I know I'd like to get out of here, but I can't leave till standings go up, and I know my top 8 opponent and all that. Here sitting next to us, we got Jacob Van Wagner himself. He can't really talk. There's only like 2 mics. And what's that? He says he'd talk if he had a headset. No, I don't know if I believe him on that, but we'll see.
I would give you mine, Jacob, but I'm really selfish, so
Yeah,
sorry.
I also won't be giving him my headset.
We can fight
Sorry,
for it
Dad.
if you want. I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. We'll probably get wrecked.
Oh yeah, he'd wreck you. He's really good.
Yeah, that's why I hear. King of Oregon.
He will. I believe he just owns the Oregon Regional Championships. Like, don't even bother. Just see who gets to lose to him in the finals. All right, we still got some judging. We see that's the judge's hand himself explaining the board state to the players.
Oh, I am missing a page. I was like, why do I not see Jay? You have it. And it seems like we have 2 judges there now. It seems like both of them are going through either her deck and discard pile. From the looks of it.
This level of complication. I guess. I mean, I feel like whatever it is, if this happened at like nationals or worlds, it would have just been the loss. Like if we have to have this amount of conferring, though. I have seen judges go on longer about matches like at Worlds, and like of course like the Jason versus John Bristow. That was actually like I believe it was over half an hour. I was there at the time watching when they gave the ruling. So some rulings are actually complex enough that it requires judges like going over with each other what they think it like doing their best to make sure that the right call is made. Like you can't be too lenient such that you mess, like the game is messed up and you're not enforcing the rules, but you also, whenever possible, want play to be able to continue. So
yeah, there's a lot of effort that goes into these, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit.
The only thing about this match that's gonna happen is it's gonna evolve to a really high tier. Because of the first infraction. So
Yeah.
whatever if that first infraction wasn't there, then
It could just be the prize penalty, but that already happened. So
I mean, it could just escalate to a multi-prize penalty, but it's up to the judges. And
multi prize, is that like, would that mean like he takes 2, or would that mean he takes 3, or
I mean, if he takes 3, he'll end the game.
takes
So
3? That's just a game loss.
yeah, so it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Well, I wonder. This is a very unrelated thought, but we've got some time to. I wonder if they have the deck list out tonight.
That might be.
I'm gonna try to ask someone after this is done, because I'd like to I'd rather fill that out not here. Just I don't know. When there's like I don't want whoever my opponent is to accidentally like see me like scrambling to write my cards down and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't play that. He'd beat me with that and then change their deck.
See the back of this?
Yeah.
It's blank. You could write on it.
I could write my list on this.
I mean, that would be
It's
pretty
allowed.
funny.
It'd look kind of ugly though. Maybe.
Yeah, I would just like to turn into the blue sheet. Is this one of our pairing sheets?
You are allowed if like you write if it's legible and stuff and lists everything you have to list. Yeah.
I mean, I do it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Just make sure you write, because you don't have that the key
Yeah.
of like what set it is, so you just have to remember where they are. So like I remember all of them.
I remember most everything. You could look that up online.
But not when you're doing it in the car.
You see, I'm just gonna spectate on what we see ahead of us. We got Kenny Wisdom having an exciting conversation. Appears with Kabir Virgi, just telling him some crazy story. I could tell you some crazy stories about Kabir, but we'll save those for on the bubble after hours. All right, I gotta go. Okay. And back with us, we have Kenny Wisdom.
A lot of fun
Morning.
commentating happening here, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I got to the point where there's so little to talk about that I just talked about you talking to Kabir and how it looked like Kabir was having some fun or something.
Yeah,
I'm not even in the frame, man.
In the frame.
I'll get in the frame.
All right, so as you can see, that match is not going so great. So I think we're just gonna talk about some other stuff here today.
Yeah.
So you're going into top 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, I am.
This should. So you said this is your 5th top 8, right?
Yeah, I've cut the all 3 Northwest regionals, and then I cut the BC provincials and Washington states.
So you don't actually get any points for this top 8 then?
I do, because my lowest finish was top 8 Washington states, which is 50, and this is a regional top 8, so I'm plus at least 25 today.
Nice. So have gotten rid of all of the doubt that you could possibly miss top 16.
Not even. Yeah, no. It's still possible even after Worlds points, but yeah, I'm still only in like the mid 600s at this point, like post Worlds points.
So what does that put you as like?
Well, it's I mean, once you add that top. I mean, once you add the Worlds points haven't been added, of course, but I looked at it a little bit and like calculated it and added because I know who in North America has Worlds points, right? And I think I end up like 3rd or something with them added, but
okay.
They like that's not including any nationals and U.S. nationals. Canadian and U.S. nationals could completely throw it off, I think.
Right.
As well as not only the other regionals in North America happening, and the fact that there's 2 more weekends of that, right? I would feel like the farther I go, if I am fortunate enough to continue to win tomorrow, the more I win, the more confident I'll feel about that as the points add up, right? But
Fair enough. If you can get in the frame, get in the shot. I'm keeping an eye on our players. I have a feeling it's just going to be a game loss.
I think. I mean, the way I see it, I think our judge, Brian, he doesn't want that, but he might have to be that.
I just don't. I mean, I'm not a judge. I don't know anything about judging, but I don't think you can really fix that. You know,
not a bit, like maybe at like a league challenge, but not at like this.
Yeah, there's just
this is a regional championship. We've got like almost 200 people competing in Masters. You can't just. Oh, we've got.
How's it going?
Okay, so Israel Sosa, the former regional champion, last year here is 6-2. So
a 5-1-2, right?
Oh,
5-1-2. What's your record? 6-2. Oh, 6-2. Sorry.
Okay, so Israel Sosa is 6-2. So, I mean, we're looking at it. It's not impossible that
it's possible.
I'm not sure. He's. I myself
The repeat.
I myself hope he doesn't 8 seed in because I'm definitely first seed. I would definitely be playing him.
How
And
brutal.
Patch City would be back. I don't know that I can.
He's saying it right in front
yeah,
of him.
I am. He knows that I don't want to play him because, like,
Okay, he can
he's-
7 seed in. 7 seed.
no, I don't. I think we looked at it. I think it can. He wants revenge. I'll tell you. Israel and I played at Worlds this year, and we were both playing. They're quite different builds, but they're both Eviltal decks, and I barely beat him in a very close series. That went to the 3rd game, and apparently I found out today I'm the only person who ever beat him in the dark mirror.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. He forgot about one. I'm the
lied.
second person. That doesn't matter to me anymore. Why is he? I don't
The
feel. I don't
second-
feel
who's the first
special. I
person?
wasn't his first time.
Who's
I
the
just-
first?
Some
Some guy from Denmark.
Some guy from Denmark. What? How do you? Come on, man.
The-
No, not that he's some guy from Denmark, but like it should be someone like name if you're gonna.
So I can tell you some guy from Denmark story.
Oh yeah.
So it's Worlds 2012 in Hawaii, and I'm filling out my deck list for the grinder.
Yeah.
And me and Tyler Nanamura are just sitting there having breakfast, filling my deck list, and this guy, I believe he's from Denmark,
Yeah.
comes up and he sits at our table, just kind of like big round table,
Yeah.
basically. Comes up and he starts filling out his deck list for Quad Groudon.
Yeah.
And I look over and I'm like, oh man, Quad Groudon, that's so sick. Like, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm seated next to him at the grinder.
Yeah.
I sit down at the grinder and then I'm seated directly across from him.
Yeah.
He sits down and proceeds to 2-0 me very easily. I was playing Darkrai. I was playing Dozel Darkrai, and he just.
Yeah. You can give up there.
At one point, I had
No
I had
Mewtwo's.
game on board in 2 different ways, and
Yeah.
he had 3 Moo Milks. It was just the most savage beating from some.
Oh, that
and he
is-
actually
that's
ended
horrible.
up. He beat Kevin Murphy the next round.
Oh,
And
you beat Kevin?
I think he eventually lost to Yamato.
Oh yeah.
Like in round 4.
Yamato.
He went.
Yeah, Yamato grinded in that year.
Yeah. It was
Yamato's so good.
insane.
And that's why I just played the Mewtwo wheels. Like you just load like an insane Mewtwo. Like the Groudon. I don't care about Moo Milk if I just one shot the Groudon.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the strategy. It happened to work for the format.
I remember watching your game before I knew you in the finals. And I just it's turn 2, and I just look over and you still have all 3
3
eels, and
yeah,
I was
I
like,
remember
that
that.
kid's so lucky.
I remember it, and I only got 2 Dynamotors. There wasn't a 3rd Lightning in the Discord, so it
Yeah.
ended up just being the 2 Lightning and then the 1 double colorless, which is it's not as ideal as it could be. It wasn't. I didn't choose my cards. It was.
it's
It
not
was
perfect.
I didn't literally. Though the second game did end with victory in 3 ways.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because there was my opponent game 2 benched out, decked out, and I drew my last 2 prizes on the same knockout, which was like a Mewtwo with 11 energies or something absurd.
Sounds absurd.
That was a nice run.
Played against Coulter.
I ran okay. Yeah, Coulter's a local from kind of local Oregon, which is about as local as I am. Where
It's inferior, but it's local.
yeah, that's true. It's a little bit.
I mean,
Washington's a little bit nicer.
literally, if you want to know the best player in Oregon, it's Jacob Van Wagner, and it's
Yeah.
just like, are you
it's true.
actually serious? Like,
He and Maya kind of just dominate there.
yeah,
For me, I don't know how to pronounce things right now.
it's alright.
I should get more than 2 hours of sleep before events. But the problem is that I don't build whatever I'm playing come up with a list until 3 a.m. So
So wait, I think things are actually happening in the game.
okay, we should switch
How
to.
is this possible?
Is the game do they? Do they have a half-hour time extension or something though? Because I imagine
don't-
time's about to be called.
Oh, so it looks like a time was already called. They had at least a 5-minute time extension before all of this happened. They had a
Okay.
5-minute time extension for the June.
So
incident.
there is a game. Did he get a? Did he get a prize? Yeah, he got 1 prize. He got a
He
prize
has
penalty.
2 prizes left.
Yeah, because he just got another prize penalty is what happened.
So I'm not. So again, for those of you who didn't what happened was there was a stack of cards that was just on the side of the table. I don't know where it came from. They were Millie's. They were in her sleeves from her deck, and they've resolved that somehow. Haven't spoken to the judges.
We
But
see a Golbat putting damage on that Toad, bringing it closer to its demise, and if it falls, then James wins and is in top cut. Very likely at second seed, actually. I think he almost certainly is. If you okay, so that's
120.
it's gonna be it's gonna be 120, and then their damage is wrong.
Their damage is wrong. Oh, it should be.
Yeah, their
should be
damage is
20
wrong. It should be
more.
20 more. Do we wanna wait a sec or?
1 second.
Because there was 20 for the Golbat, and then I don't know how much it matters, but like it could actually, it could matter because like a Golbat and a Crobat.
Masters players Chris Ramirez and John Milano come to Pikachu base.
I think Kenny's trying to call the judges.
Seismitoad should have 20 more on it. Go tell the judge the Seismitoad should have 20 more on it. This one is insane, but the rest are alright.
Alrighty, so
Hey, awesome videos, man. Thank you.
okay, so I think I think our judges are a little bit tired of this game as well as stream catching things on this game, but should we for the good of all people have just let that like play out, and I felt obligated to.
Yeah, I hope they real. I mean,
Okay,
the likely thing is it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's very likely that this just another energy comes down in its game,
No,
but
I think they're wrong again. Oh, never
it's
mind.
14.
Okay,
It
I
just
thought I
plays
saw two
strangely.
6s and a 4. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
So, so we saw an enhanced hammer.
The thing is, if he's
Just cleaning it up.
got it. I get that. Like if it's me against me, I'm OCD with it.
Some man just ran across the venue and knocked over a bunch of tables. So it happens when the race goes at 10 p.m.
I'm ready to do that. If I was like 9th after playing like this, I'd do that.
But yeah, so we're gonna see.
Like if he just goes Golbat Crobat, he wins.
Well, even
If she doesn't scoop up.
I mean, if she doesn't have a muscle band here, well, I guess she can retreat.
Yeah, she's
Sorry,
retreating.
I didn't see a lot going on. Didn't see the fourth stone.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what's interesting is actually if he has an energy in a Crobat, he wins because he can use Crobat's attack.
Here we go. Tails.
Okay.
Another super scoop up coming.
Hammer. That's
Alright.
completely
This is
irrelevant.
Tails. Alright.
Aw, dang, he doesn't. Oh, wait, never mind. It's not irrelevant. Mewtwo. Sorry, I was
Visualize the
assuming
one.
Mewtwo would die, and it's not. There's
No,
no band
no.
on that Toad.
It's going up to 130.
Or 150 because poison. Or like the
Oh, sorry,
Mankey
yeah.
poison. Okay, so he has an Ultra Ball, 2 Toads, and an N, which is not immediate game. What do you do with that?
So
Wait. Oh, he can get a. What? Okay.
Are you sure? We can't.
Why didn't he go for the Jirachi? Go for Juniper and just win this turn.
Did he have a Juniper?
Well, no, but like if you Ultra Ball, like
He can't Ultra
Ball.
Ball. Quaking Punch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as we talk about the things that players do wrong, I forget the Quaking Punch locks items. So that goes to show how tired everyone here is.
So he draws. He drew a head ringer in one other card. Looks like he's just passing the turn.
And that's
So, even
and
after
he's about to put the damage on, and he goes, "Oh nope, that's death."
Yeah, and even after all that's happened, this is actually a game. James is only up 1 prize.
What does he bring up? Oh, I don't know if I like that.
No?
Well, if she has band laser, it's bad because the way he wants to win is snipe out that Toad.
Oh yeah, because he can just
bat.
actually attack.
Attack with crit. Like I would have, like either even the Toad or the Zubat. I would have preferred to see Senta.
We're gonna see the
Oh,
Might
the
see the
Garbodor
Garbodor.
could just lock it unless he could. No, there's a flow. Oh, She might be getting back in this one.
Oh, heads 2. If the muscle band comes down, it's huge.
Yeah. I think he's got to be home. Okay, that's interesting.
All right. No.
What did...
Okay, I think the card's identifiable.
Please tell me they're identifiable.
Wow, this has been quite the game.
I've never seen that. I've seen some accidents with those shuffle-ins, but I've never seen Lysander's trump turn into an N. And I believe at this point the whole tournament is waiting on this match. Actually.
Oh yeah, time was called like while this was happening, probably 15 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
But I think wow. I don't think that this can be resolved. I mean, okay, I didn't think the other thing could be resolved, so I'm not certain that this can be resolved.
Which of them is like? Am I like a bad?
I mean, if the first one was resolvable, I think this one is.
Yeah.
Like certainly
But
because like, those were just.
am I a bad person if I can think it could be kind of? No, in some ironic twist of fate, this is somehow going to end in like a double game loss, which removes the X1 such that Sosa makes top 8 and beats me.
You only care about yourself, Chase. Okay.
A little bit. I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah, this is resolvable. I don't think under normal circumstances this is necessarily resolvable because it was noticed so quickly.
Yeah, and they did the other, like it was on stream and he's right. The judge is with them, watching their game now. Sort of, for these sort of scenarios, I guess.
This has been quite the match. I hope this is probably going to get the most YouTube views just out of pure.
Oh yeah, this is getting more views. How many likes you get on YouTube there? You get some likes on.
You don't really get likes. You get thumbs up.
No, that's a like, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I guess you get likes and dislike.
Our boy Mike Newman would be happy with that. That'd be enough.
He'd be happy with like 30, 40 likes.
It's not the views for him, it's the thumbs ups.
Yeah. It's validation. Alright, so okay. So here's the flip. The flip's not too relevant because he just needs to. Well, I guess
it could, because he could retreat, yeah. Hope he has
back.
What's that? Another N? Cool.
Alright, we need energy Crobat here.
Yeah, that's game. Energy Crobat is game if he draws it. Ooh, if he can anyone run that? I mean, I've been end into 2-card combos and hit them. Never mind, but can he end himself into a 2-card combo and hit it? Like, that's like next level.
It is.
It's so unlikely. His deck's so large right now. Like he was like trump carded.
Flip him. Oh.
That is like that's AZ and AZ. The AZ could be useful if he ever gets an energy.
Pass, and there's a knockout, and that actually may have been his chance to win the game.
I don't think he's out of a chance to win the game at all. I think she has the edge until he gets like a Sycamore. The interesting thing is like, I think these have been on like his own dead things and him ending himself. She doesn't play N.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a Garbodor, and his chances have gotten that much worse. Though he could still do it with Toad. He could still absolutely win this game, like with Seismitoad. But he doesn't appear to have the cards necessary to do this.
Oh, and that may have sealed the deal.
That might be it there. That DCE up and that.
Wow.
Okay, that changes. I don't like the DCE drop there. I'd say she's not gonna get end, and she just needs to keep the lock to win. Like she just needs to quick and punch trade. I wouldn't have DC'd there, but whatever. I guess that's just to burn that laser out of there, because she doesn't want to draw it, of course. Oh, she's got the second. Oh, she's got the Juniper. Never mind. You definitely play down the DCE then.
Oh, I don't think she actually can play the laser because
it's already. Though it doesn't. Like, I mean, she's discarding it anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. Did she already play supporter this time?
I don't know, but
Okay.
and
This has been quite the match. It's such a fitting end. James AZ's up his lone Pokemon.
oh my God.
Millie Ramirez wins the match and
It
is
technically wasn't over, but thank you, James. You've
so
that was a fitting end to a tragic
yes.
tale. Is
Wow.
the AZ suicide? That's a favorite of mine.
Thank you, Chase Maloney, for joining
Oh,
me.
thanks for
in the
having me.
booth, and
This is more fun than playing out an actual game of Pokemon. I'm tired.
that's the match, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the top.